Just like with your electrical cords and your audio cables, you want to learn how to coil your hoses properly. The 1/4" hose does kind of come apart in a mess. It's very lightweight, so it's attractive in its lightweight quality, which means you're not dragging along a heavy hose. But actually the heavier rubber hoses will perform better because they have a bigger inside diameter. This will be good for small projects, but not for large projects and big flat construction. The first thing you want to do is take out all of the kinks and twists and stuff. The easiest way to do that is just run it through your hands the whole length and just take out all the twists and kinks. And you might have to do this 2 or 3 times if it's a really badly twisted and kinked up hose. So there, I did it once. I'm going to do it a second time just to get out some of the twists of the cable. You're going to start with one end of the hose. You're going to have to determine which direction and which left or right hand hold is the most comfortable. I hold it with my left hand and go like this. It doesn't feel right to hold it with my left hand and go this direction. And it doesn't feel right to hold it in my right hand and use my left in either direction either. So I'm going to do it all in this direction. So what you want to do is you want to start and hold it in one spot, and you want to consistently go down the length of the hose or cable, and you're consistently just going to the same length. So this distance is always the same. And then you just twist it in your hands one direction and meet your hand up there. And then if you want to do the over-under, you twist it in the other direction. And now I just go opposite directions, twisting one way and twisting the other way. This does not come naturally to anyone. So this does take practice, but a good time to start practicing is now, and with your air hoses and with your cables and lighting, your extension cords, everything. And that creates a nice bundled hose, and then it should have a tie line, and then you take the tie line, and I do a bow tie, just like that. That is a good coil, and that is about the right size of a coil. You don't need to make it too tiny, you don't want to make it too big. This one's coiled nicely. This one's a disaster. So we're going to start over from scratch. Just going to get some of these kinks and twists out of this. It does take a little bit of patience. It does take a little OCD. And those things are really important in accuracy and cleanliness and repeated tasks. So embrace your OCD in the scene shop and in all of your backstage crafts. Sometimes you can twist it around like that to get some of the extra twists and kinks out. Do not be tempted to do this. This is not a good way to coil. What it does is it twists the cable together or hose together, and it does not make a nice, neat coil. Do not do that. Here we go again. Again, I'm just going to go down the same length. And sometimes if the hose doesn't want to go one way, it wants to go twice in the same direction, I don't fight it a whole lot. I don't force it. See, I just did 3 in the one direction, and before I'm going back in the over-under technique. Audio cable, it's a little more important that you do the over-under technique because, see, that one doesn't want to go that way, because the over-under technique causes it to uncoil evenly and not get knotted up and twisted up. An audio cable is more delicate. You want it to not get broken or twisted or kinked and damaged, because that's going to produce really awful audio signal through your audio cable. But it's going to be hard to kink the air hose. Yet you'll see in a second a photo I found this summer of the air hose in the scene shop. Well, I don't know how it was done, but it was twisted really badly. Always keep the tie line on the hose or the cable because it helps to bundle it up and make it a nice, neat bundle. And that looks much better. It's still a little bit weird, but this is one of the plastic hoses. This is also, I believe, 3/8 of an inch inside diameter. I can't see any markings on it, so it's hard to tell. It's pretty old, but it's a stiff, plasticky PVC material, and they're cheaper, but they're a little bit more frustrating to work with sometimes.